Howdy folks, Grok the DuckFarmer here, and I'm on the FTOG All the Mods 8 server, hanging out down here at my source production spot. And as you can see, it's working very nicely. It's going zoom, zoom. Here's another batch. A little bit of some. Give me a big batch. There we go. There, that's what I'm looking at. And most of these are filled behind me, but there's a little bit of production still going on. Let's spin around. There are 35 jars of source that this is splitting off to, and I noticed this guy here, he's 21%, 000. Okay, so it looks like it's filling up. Oh, that one's not filled. That one's not filled. All right, so most of these are filled. There's just a few over there at the back that are not filled. This has been working out great. I've been just kind of AFK doing a few silly things around the base, and that works. Mainly, I've been fixing these portals. Oh, and one of the cool thing is if you hit this with your wand, you can change it from that very black sky starlight sort of thing to this purple portal, and I like this a little bit better. So anyway, this takes me up to the hub. Hey, I'm up at the hub, and I've gone ahead and I've got 8 jars up here, and I've got I think this is 12 of these little platforms, so I can go ahead and make the sword that I'm wanting. Did you finish doing? Yes, you did. All right, let's snag those. This, I went ahead and set this up to get me to my main base. So, you know, it's right here. Why not? And I'm liking this because it works really fast. It doesn't take any power. It's just, once it's set up, it's set up. Assuming you do it flawlessly, which I did. You know, absolutely no mistakes whatsoever. Yes, totally. Anyway, one of the main reasons why I wanted to do this was I wanted to go ahead and make this, the Almadium blade, but not just the regular blade, this one. I wanted to sit there and make this alloy setup, which, as I look at it, I need a single Almadium ingot and an Obtanium and Vibranium. But each of these, so if we're looking at Almadium, there's another 3 and there's another 3, so that's 7 of those. If we look at the Vibranium, there's the one here, but it needs those 3 and those 3, so that's 7. So I need 7 of each of these as best I can count. And you know, I do also need some others of these things here. So here's my 7 Almadium and 7 Vibranium and 7 Unobtainium, and then each one of these needs to be alloyed with a piglet heart, and I've got enough of those. And I mentioned earlier, I didn't kill any of these piglets. I just went to Smash's farm and took a stack because he said I could, and I said, thank you, I think I will. And that saved a lot of exploration. It saved a lot of just messing around and causing that. So let's set up a sword, and I'm sure I just don't have any of these. Yeah, I don't have any of these. But I can make these. Oh, let me grab. I think I have that. Oh, I have it under my C. There we go. I've got my hammer here. And yeah, I could do other stuff to make this happen. You know, there are machines that can do this, and I just rarely do these enough to care. How do I do the plate? So I need to go in here, go to there, and the plate. Oh, it's got to be in that configuration. Well, ooh la la, let's go ahead and do that. Hey, you got rid of my hammer. Hammer. There you are. I guess because it doesn't exactly look like another hammer. Go away. It didn't like that, but that's okay. So let's make this sword. And this sword here, it's only 16 damage. That's not a whole lot, considering this guy here has a base of 34. Attack damage. So that's a much better sword. One of the things I did want to do something else, but not right now. Let's go down here and energize some of these things. Nope. Give that back. What I wanted to do is I need to do 3 of these with 3 of those. Yes. Let's go ahead and... Oh, I have to actually click them in, don't I? Yes, I do. All right. So I need 1 of you, and 1 of you, and 1 of you. Zap. And this needs a billion FE. This is going to take a while. I have, let's see, in this setup, I have 10 billion. You know, I'm not going to have enough to just make all of these, and it's going to take a heck of a lot longer than I thought. And I have a bee buzzing around in here. Yes, I do. I went ahead and I needed some honeycombs and stuff like that, and so I went ahead and found some bees and brought them back. And then I remembered I had the bee essence, and I didn't need the live bees whatsoever. That was an extra bee. Anyway, so how much are we? We're at 16% of a billion FE. Okay, well, that's going to take a while there. Let's go do something else while that's doing that. I want to go up here. Let's go to the elemental craft. Because one of the things that I could do, if I hit U on this, elemental tool infusion. Have I done this yet? No, I have not. This one adds fire aspect if I use fire. Yeah, hello, that makes sense. If I use air, it goes ahead and does attack speed. I don't know if I can do multiples on these. This adds looting, and this one adds sharpness. It does dang good amount of damage already, but I think, you know, a little bit of looting, why not? If I'm attacking something, it's because I want their resources, typically. So let's go ahead and do the water infused, which means I need the elemental infuser on top of any container. Well, that I can do. Let's do infuser. Did I leave them all in this chest? I did. I have the improved elemental binder. I don't know if that actually will work because that's actually the infuser and the binder together. Did I just mess up? It's been very handy having them both there. Let's check. This is no, it's saying it's okay with both here, but JEI here has lied to me before. Let's try it. Let's try it and see. It was water, which is here's water. I'm going to stick it on top. So let's go ahead and go doink and put that there. And so now if I put my sword in here, it should infuse it, right? I've got particles. It looked like it just did an infusion. Didn't you see that? Let's pull that out. And water infused, looting +1. Cool. Can I do it again? Answer, no. It looks like I cannot infuse it a second time with water. But if we take a look at this bad boy and we look at the infusion again, attack speed would kind of be cool, but sharpness actually would be kind of nice too. That's an earth. Can I infuse you with multiple? And do I need to have some of that source on me? I don't know. So if we wanted to infuse this with sharpness, that's an earth. Let's put that here, and let's click you in there. Can you infuse? Ooh, yes, it does. It looks like I can infuse it with 2. I didn't see that in sparkle, although it's very subtle. Ah, I just replaced it. So now I have sharpness instead of the looting. You know, I think I want the looting instead. And I still don't know if this requires that I have in here. There we go. I think it's done. Yeah, I don't know if that looting requires that I have some of that water source on me. I don't know. I really don't know. Here, let's break you, put you away because it's, you know, always handy and tidy to put things away. You know, the elemental craft, I like it. I like it a lot. It's a shame when the stuff that I'm hoping just doesn't work. Mostly my fault, not necessarily the mod. There we go. Itself. It's more me not reading the docs. Did you did? It did. Cool. Okay, so there's my first alloy, and I need to do that a bunch more times. So a heart and an alloy and that, and there. Now you can do the second billion. All right, that should be all my alloys done. Let's go ahead and drop them in here. And yeah, we're just looking at it. Looks like that's it. Okay, I think I'm good to go. How's my power? Oh, only about half. That's okay. let's head up. Yes, I'm going this direction. That's so much fun. Speaking of infusing, I took a look at the documentation because that's always a good thing to do. It says here in really hard to read font, but I'll read it because it's hard to see. By placing tools in an element infuser, you can add effects to them. It's a good way to get early enchantments on tools. You can change the infusion on a tool at any time by infusing it with another element. Nothing in here about it consuming any elemental source. So it's just something you can apply to a tool, and like, you know, my guy here is now water infused, so it's a looting +1, and it's on there from now on. Well, cool. I like that idea. I think that works out. So I need to drop these guys in here. And again, that doesn't really matter. I should move you out of the way because I don't need you there. Still struggling with mouse. I just need to place these around, and if I have mathed this correctly, which is always a major challenge for me, I should have exactly everything I need. Yes, it looks like I do. So donkey donkey dunk, and there's there, and now click and give me my sword. And this, it says it needs 5,000 source. So if we look at this here, it says 5,000 source, and I couldn't find any place anywhere in the manual that explained how much source is in a source jar. So this could be a full source jar, this could be 5 source jars, this could be 50 source jars, it could be a tiny percentage of what, I have no idea. We'll see what it is. Now, looking down here, oh, I am getting source being sent up. And it's going to here. And that's going back up. So, looking at all of these, it looks like it was less than this jar, because I never saw it go all the way down to 0, and it's charged. My take is it's got to be less than a jar. However much. To me, it doesn't make sense that you're making this out of super expensive, huge amount of materials that take a long time in game to get and produce, and you need just a teeny tiny amount of source. To me, I think it probably should take up, you know, 4, 5, 10 jars worth of source just to make that interesting. But that's, you know, that's me. I'm not the mod makers here doing this. But yeah, now I've got a sword that's 47 versus my 34 attack. It is way slower. So, you know, that's definitely, yeah, that, I'm assuming the difference I'm seeing here is the attack speed. That, I do like that. I am going to drop down here. And now that I've got this cool sword, let's count. Nope, wrong thing. Let's grab you and a stack of you and a stack of you. And let's see what we can up this thing with. And this guy, 2 sockets. 2 sockets is nice. No change to. Oh, this gives me more damage. That's nice. No sockets. Ooh, this gives me 3 sockets. So that's really good. Same damage, but attack range is increased. Crit, fire damage, some base life steal. The 4% loot pinata, I kind of like that a lot. Yeah, looking at this 5% loot pinata, that would be even better. But the fact that this has 3 sockets, I think that's the way to go. Okay, I need 25 levels. That means I need to get another. There we go. Let's make this beast. It's interesting that the tool comes out, but the refining stuff stays, or whatever I would call that. The material stays. All right. Yeah, I'm going to be happy with this. Mainly because of the sockets. Because I have lots of gems. And that just continues to bang. Here's one thing I noticed. Notice how it's there and it's makes that ting sound. I don't know how well that goes through. I just can hear it. And I said, that's very annoying. You get far enough away from it, the animation stops. That makes me happy. I like the fact that the animation stopped. because I don't necessarily, so 1, 2, 3, 3, 4 blocks away, it picked up again. Go away. If you're going to do that, I'm going to put you away because, you know, it's annoying. All right, so the other thing I can do is I can throw a bunch of spells on here, which I think I will do. But right now I'm looking at sockets. Let's take a look at sockets. Let's do hashtag 100. So these are my 100s. Knockback, I don't need that. Necrotic lifesteal is nice. That is very handy. I don't care so much about the fire damage. It's armor. Attack range, I already got that on there. Armor piercing is cool. Base current HP damage is also very, very nice. Kind of like this actually just 10% of whatever they've got. Chop. that works. Crit damage, don't care about the speed so much. I think that speed is moving like in armor. And lots of these. 50% total entity gravity. I wonder if I put 2 of these on something, if I could start floating away. Or if I put 3 of them, if I start going up into the sky. I need to try that. Attack damage. That's kind of cool. I don't know if the total attack damage is calculated before the other things or at the end. Because if you take, in this case, 47 damage plus 30%, but I get some sharpness on there, and I add some other gems that do more damage, does that 30% come at the end of all that or at the beginning? I don't know. Some cold damage. I don't care about that. Okay, I'll fiddle with this and see what I like the best to put on there. But that is a pretty hefty, nifty little weapon. The one thing that I don't know, why there's so few of them in the pack, because we've got these alloyed tools and they're very nice looking, but that's it. There's no armor to go along with that. In fact, if we go back to just the mod here, I think I talked about this before. We've got the Aldemodium armor, but that's it. We're not getting all the unobtainium armor and the vibranium armor. None of those. It's just the Aldemodium. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I like these really nicely because I got them and I've never done anything with the Warden before. So yay, I'm going to do this. Oh, it's got 2 little images cycling. I just noticed that with the helmet, a 3D and then a flat image. What about that? I think that's a bug. I think that's a bug. Let me go upstairs because I've got another piece, some armor here. Yeah, these are cycling around as 3D images. Okay, well, we found ourselves a bug. Do you do the same thing? No, you don't have the that cycling image whatsoever. You do. You don't. But yeah, we've got both a flat and a 3D image. Oh, I'm a tester by trade in nature, and so I spot these things. Okay, so that is handy. One of the other things I wanted to do is set up more of these portals to other places, because if I'm going to do stuff, you know, I can just jump here real easy from the base, and then I can go off in that direction or wherever else I need to do, instead of having to use the waystones. Which is, I have to admit, is very, very handy. But right now, there's Smash This Big Farm. It doesn't show that it takes XP to do these, and they do, but that is missing, and so you can't see what it is. It's not much. It's 3 levels, I think, at the most. But I like it to show it. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, I decided to try out my sword and try it on some bosses, and I don't have a charm for shulkers. So I'm not, you know, if I were to kill these Endermen, like there's one that spawned back there, I would lose some durability on my Enderman charm. I don't want to do that. So instead, I'm going to go ahead and kill me some of these shulkers, and it's doing I frosted somehow. But I think some of these are effects that I'm giving it. For example, yeah, what is it? Night water bleeding chilled. Okay, that's got to be coming from the mob. I've got some spells on here, blessing 11, which is supposed to give some bad effects when they're attacking me, and maybe that's what's causing. Let's see if I that little bit. Maybe that is what's actually happening. Oh, I'm getting a sight. What sight is this? Aluminum sight. So I can see there's some aluminum down in there. Not that I care. All right, let's kill a few more of these. They're dying pretty dang fast. And some of these guys have vanished fast enough that I haven't found where they've gone. That's gotta be the reaction to them attacking. So some of this, I got like 4 stacks of these. Pretty good. 5 or 6 of them, and I've got 24 shulker shells. I think I hit one of them and it became a loot pinata, because that's when you get a huge burst of different looting on it. Where'd you go? You went right there. Oh, and he died. That's a really nice weapon. Oh, yes. Phantoms. I don't have phantoms either. So that was the other thing I wanted to come here and attack. Stop flying away, you stupid thing. Accept your fate and die. Oh, you hit me. Shame on you. There he goes. Now he's dead. So, yeah. That lingering scream. Just, So, yeah, it looks like this works very, very nicely. I like it a lot. Oh, it looks like there's some dragon eggs there that haven't been looted. So, yeah, cool weapon. I'm liking it, and I haven't even got my other good spells on it yet. Oh, what did I do to it? I added a 10% base current hit point damage, 30% total attack damage, and a 40% base armor piercing. I thought I already had some base lifesteal in there, had some crit damage, some fire damage, and attack range. The only thing I'm really missing on here is speed, and it seemed to work fast enough. I like it. Anyway, this has been Grok the DuckFarmer here, playing on the FTOG All the Mods 8 server, and getting a really cool sword, and gonna try to kill myself here. And thanks for watching. Bye. I survived. I have so much health.